In South Asia, where borders, waters, and narratives have long been battlefields, a new false flag now emerged. Pakistan's latest National Security Committee meeting marks not just a moment of reaction, but a strategic recalibration. In the aftermath of the April 2025 Pahalgam attack, where 26 tourists lost their lives in Indian-occupied Kashmir, India swiftly pointed the finger at Pakistan. No investigation, no evidence, no chain of events established. Just blatant accusations, familiar, reflexive, and dangerously premature. This, observers say, follows a disturbing pattern: weaponizing tragedy, externalizing blame, and escalating tensions without accountability. In response, Islamabad convened an emergency National Security Committee on the 24th of April. The outcome became loud and clear, with no more a defensive approach. Top of the agenda, Pakistan's suspension of all bilateral agreements with India, including the landmark 1972 Simla Agreement. More pointedly, Pakistan warned that India's unilateral suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty could be deemed a breach of international law, an act, Islamabad asserts, tantamount to war. International law is clear. Under the Vienna Convention, a state simply cannot withdraw from a multilateral treaty unless explicitly permitted. The Indus Waters Treaty contains no such provision. India's actions, Pakistan argues, not only undermine decades worth of water sharing agreements, but violate the very spirit of customary international law. India's narrative, however, faces scrutiny. The Pahalgam attack occurred deep inside Indian territory, nearly 90 kilometers from the heavily monitored line of control. No infiltration recorded, no perpetrators captured, no weapons seized. Yet, within hours, Indian media pinned the blame across the border. It echoes the pattern seen in Pulwama back in 2019, a swift, politically charged attribution leading to retaliatory strikes later dismissed internationally as symbolic at best. India's tendency to pre-package accusations raises uncomfortable questions about knowledge, narrative management, and even potential orchestration. Meanwhile, India's reputation as a responsible democracy continues to erode. Allegation of transnational repression, the killing of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh on Canadian soil, and evidence of support for militant proxies in Balochistan all weigh heavily against Delhi's claims of moral high ground. The Pakistani response, this time, is calibrated but firm. Airspace for Indian aircrafts has been closed, trade via the Wagah border has been suspended, diplomatic staff reduced, and visas for Indian nationals halted, save for Sikh pilgrims, a nod to religious sanctity amid political rupture. Beyond politics, ordinary lives hang in the balance. Pakistani farmers, already battered by climate shocks, now face the spectre of drought if water flows are weaponized. Traders, students, and families find themselves entangled in a crisis not of their making. Even within India, doubts are surfacing. Leading voices warn that jeopardizing the Indus Waters Treaty not only endangers India's international standing, but invites legal and diplomatic retaliation. The decisions made at Pakistan's National Security Committee signal a broader truth: that Islamabad will no longer allow treaties to be wielded as threats, nor peace gestures to be interpreted as weakness. The shift is from reactive diplomacy to proactive defense of sovereignty. South Asia today stands at a crossroads. It can choose justice, dialogue, and respect for international law, or risk descending deeper into cycles of hostility. Pakistan has drawn its line. Let's see how this saga further unfolds. Stay tuned at PolicyWire for the world updates.